Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel. Down here in the Comera Mountains today. I'm pretty sure I can see a waterfall being blown back up the mountain, so that'll give you an idea of what we're dealing with. I was just thinking to myself, maybe I'll wear this gear out all the time. Up to me Diddy's and Gore-Tex and no rain. It's absolutely gorgeous up here. I think I'll have to find somewhere here to pitch my tent. I am very tempted just to kind of walk up the ridge here and make my way over to the waterfall. I'm not sure if I'm arsed. It's still early, like I have loads of time, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm arsed. What a place. I'm looking for camping spots already. How long has that been here? It looks ancient. In fairness, it's the first one I've seen. I decided not to put myself through that hardship of going up there, just to come back down again, you know. I can see the rain blowing in now over the hills, so I'm going to get the tent pitched right here and I am going to chill out for the evening. Happy days, happy days. What a spot, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. You can see all the clouds blowing in around me there. I thought I'd bring out the Hex Peak tonight because I haven't had it out in a long time and I absolutely love this style of tent, and this is a nice affordable option, you know. I think it cost me about 160 quid, something like that. But yeah, it's a nice little tent. I've added in the extra guy lines on the corners. I did that after the last time I had it out, just so that they're there if I need them. I thought I'd need them tonight now because it is meant to be pretty ropey, you know. The weather doesn't know what it wants to do. The rain and the wind keep blowing past me, and then the sun comes out and it goes real still and everything, so I wouldn't mind a little breeze now, because there is a few midges up here that I'm not best pleased about, and they keep landing in me tea, so I'm just going to drink them. I had planned for a much bigger hike today, but I just thought, what's the point, you know? Put myself under hardship for what? Just come out and enjoy it, like, you know. I did see another potential spot up here, actually two, but this one is pretty good now. I'm pretty happy with this. Like, what's not to like? I have a beautiful view of the waterfall. I purposely face this way because the wind is coming up behind me. I can see the lake, I can get out and move around, you know. You take the good with the bad. Come out in the bad weather, you get the whole place to yourself. So you can kind of see what I mean. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Whether it wants to just punish me or give me a bit of a break for once. But I came out with the expectation that it was going to be horrendous out here today. I decided to bring out the collapsible bottle that has the pinhole in it, purely because I've nothing else, and I didn't fancy lugging up a whole lot of water. I didn't know where I was going to be camping tonight, so I thought just bring the filter and make do with it, like, you know. So a lot of my water I boil anyway, so it's not that big of an issue. But I did get on to Hydro Pack, which is the brand of the bottle, and they got back to me really quick. I told them that I had two of them, which I did, and they both failed in the same spot, which they did. So they got back to me and said they're going to send me out two brand new ones. I'll be looking forward to getting them, and we'll put those through their paces as well. See if I can break them. Oh, lads. Is that a sheep up there? What a lunatic. Those sheep have no fear, boys. No fear. I was watching them coming up in all the rain, and they don't care. They don't care. They're probably thinking, look at this fanny and all the gear. Got a few bits of new gear today. I've got a new stove that I tried out on my last camp. I have a brand new quilt which I'm really excited about trying out, so I'll show you that later on. And yeah, I have a little lantern there to set the mood, you know. I think there's enough there for another cup of tea. Happy days. How old do you think this can is? It's the one I picked up at the lake there. It's absolutely ancient. Look at it. That's been down there a long time. A long time. It's probably as old as I am. I'll bring that home with me now and put it into recycling. I've got 2 lanterns on the go, one up over my head and this little flame here beside me, which is quite mesmerising, I'll have to say. I keep just looking at it. So yeah, I'll be watching that later now. I'm going to have another cup of tea. I'm going to turn off the one up over my head and I'm going to let the light off this one fill the tent and just watch it dancing. The little lantern and the stove were sent to me by Fire Maple. They just sent me an email to see if I'd be interested in trying them out. So I said, fire ahead. I have some of their gear already and it's really good quality stuff. So I'm not surprised that what they sent me is really good quality as well. I'm hoping that the stove is going to be my new winter stove because it's got a gas regulator in it, which means if the gas canister is low on gas, it's going to maintain a high pressure up into the stove, and it's just going to be a bit more efficient than my MSR. And of course the lantern looks good. You know, it is a bit of, you know, a luxury item, but I like the little flame off it. I've got the inner of the tent set up as well. I've got my Thermarest X-Term, my Trekology pillow, and I've got myself a new quilt. It was sent to me by Heiberg Outdoors and it's absolutely class. It's like their Loner 350. It's a down quilt, it's ultra light, it only weighs like 540 grams or something like that, which is lighter than my 3 season sleeping bag. Well lads, it's only 6:30. I say only 6:30. That's a bit of a lie on for me. I didn't set the alarm too early because I knew I wasn't going to see a sunrise this morning. That was the whole point of this camp, was to kind of break those habits or those expectations, you know. I always camp somewhere that I'm more likely to get a sunrise or a sunset, and it very rarely happens. It very rarely works out. I think it adds a lot of pressure onto people, you know, that you have to find a spot with a nice view, and like you don't. You just need to find a sliver of flat ground to put your tent on that has, yeah, fairly nice surroundings. You don't want to be parked up beside a road or something like that, and just enjoy the night, you know. So I think I do it, so surely someone else does it, you know what I mean? And I reckon a lot of people starting out wild camping put so much pressure on it, you know what I mean, because of all the YouTube videos and the Instagram posts and all these things of, you know, tents with rolling views and beautiful sunsets and sunrises and all that jazz, you know, real sexy stuff, you know. And then when they're going out camping, they feel like that's not a good spot because I won't be able to see the sunrise or whatever, you know. It might be perfectly flat, but yeah, there's no need. Just find a sliver of flat ground and pop your tent on it. I actually got pretty lucky last night. The spot that I found was perfectly flat to lie on, and it was just so nice, just chilling out. I could have killed myself hiking up that mountain. For what, like, you know what I mean? Come back down here some other day with a smaller bag and go up there, scope it out, and yeah, I would have only hiked up to see that waterfall, like, you know. I have a few rich tea here now, a few chocolate digestives. I can't complain. I can think of worse ways to start the day. There was a very light shower of rain there, so I dropped down the inner. I have it packed away inside here, and that just meant that I could move back into the tent a bit more and sort out all my gear. So I have it all tidied up now, and I'm going to just get it packed away into the bag. That means all I have to worry about then is the fly sheet, so if the rain gets really heavy or whatever, I don't really have to worry too much, you know. Plus it gives me all this space to get all my wet gear on and the whole lot. These are the sexy views this morning. They haven't really changed much since I woke up. I love when you get all packed up and there's nothing left to do but just get your arse off the mountain. Cheers for joining me on this one. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and hopefully you'll stick around and join me for the next one, and I'll see you then. Good luck.